Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Chargers going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He finds some open field here. Lamar Miller, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 81 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger. First. Fresh set of downs here. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Let's go. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there for the Chargers. 41 yards. Red zone opportunity. Now Gordon on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Let's go. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Benjamin. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. A first update now from Cincinnati. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Christian Covington in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Wendy Merciless in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Drew Kaiser on to punt. He did his collegiate kicking here in the Lone Star State at Texas A&M. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down, it's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Gordon going left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Let's go. Let me go now. Not 3, 19. Get your watch in there, Barney.
Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Then maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson dumps it complete to Miller. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Watch play. Ohio. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here we go. Grand 38.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A toss play, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Oliver. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
He was looking for Brandon Oliver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go!
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They're going to look to throw. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
counter. Here's Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Melvin Ingram in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To throw on second is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On second down, here's Watson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Christian Covington able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 at a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back to throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll try to run it with Morris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Alfred Morris taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Lamar Miller, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Let's go, Ohio! Let's go!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go. Hut. What? No. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hut. Hut.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right near the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whitney merciless. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Chargers getting set to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Covington in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Texans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
you.